Emmerdale villain Al Chapman is at the top of a number of people's hit lists, but following Monday night's episode of the ITV soap, Express.co.uk have come up with a new theory which suggests he could be taken out by an unlikely villager. Al, played by Michael Wildman, has been taking a backseat from the drama on Emmerdale recently, given his plans to renovate the Woolpack pub into a block of new flats were ruined when Charity Dingle, Emma Atkins, and Ryan Stocks, James Moore, bought the deeds to the iconic establishment. Even his rivalry with Kane Dingle, Jeff Hardy, seems to be at bay at the moment, as the Dingle clan are focusing on rallying around each other after Marlon Dingle, Mark Carnock, suffered a stroke. This means there is an opening for the ITV soap villain to rub some other people up the wrong way, and it seems Jai Sharma, Chris Bisson, could be a contender. The two men went head-to-head in the very first few minutes of Monday night's installment as Jai tried to manage everything at the hop whilst also working as a member of staff. Jai was already having a rough time of it, what with Kim Tate, Claire King, being on his back, and with his split from Laurel Thomas, Charlotte Bellamy, still playing on his mind. Therefore, when Al decided to come over and make fun of the fact the boss had become one of the regular workers, the businessman wasn't having any of it. Al said, "Undercover boss. Only I don't see any cameras," to which Jai asked him bluntly what it was he wanted from him. Asking for a drink, the villain added, "Only when you've got time. I can see you've got your hands full." Unfortunately, at this moment, a black bag full of rubbish split open all over Jai, with Laurel watching the whole thing from the sidelines. "Looks like you've had an accident," the villain remarked, with Jai saying under his breath but just loud enough to be audible, "I wish you would." Although this might have been a passing comment, it could be a sign of what's to come as the two men develop a bigger rivalry. As Al asked Jai to repeat what he said, Laurel came over as she told the villain, "Is there somewhere you need to be?" "We're just talking," the shady businessman remarked, with Laurel biting back, "Well, Jai is really busy managing this place." "Sorry, where is it you work again?" Laurel asked as she made a sly comment about the fact Al was unemployed at the moment. The village villain proceeded to walk off as he wasn't willing to fight with the former lovebirds anymore, but this might not be the end of it. As the weeks pass by and Jai's financial situation doesn't improve, he could see himself crossing paths with Al once more. In a new theory by Express.co.uk, Jai could end up doing some dodgy deals for Gavin, Ben Richards, the man Al was seen working with in order to renovate the Woolpack. When it was revealed the plans had fallen through, Gavin ordered his associate to watch his back, and he hasn't been seen since. With Jai needing money, Gavin could explain he will give Jai what he needs, but he must kill Al, so the villain is out of the picture for good. Since arriving in the village, Jai has never killed anyone, but he has come dangerously close to doing so, especially when he was married to Charity. The businessman likes to keep his dark side harbored to make it seem to the rest of the world he is a charmer who can get anything he wants. However, having been crossed by Al before, Jai could decide he is going to agree to Gavin's deal, as it would work out as the best solution to all his problems. But will the businessman be able to cover his tracks enough that the evidence doesn't point back to him if the police do discover a body? If the body is hidden well enough, there might not be any need to get the authorities involved, as no one would miss Al. His son, Ellis Chapman, Aaron Anthony, is living in Australia now and has very little to do with his father, so he wouldn't get suspicious if Al were to disappear. The only way the secret could be rumbled is if Jai's conscience gets the better of him and he is unable to move on from what he did. Although he might have thought it was a good idea at the time, his sense could come back to him once the deed is done. Will he confess all to his former lover Laurel, or will he deal with his agony on his own? Taking to Twitter, viewers of the weeknight serial drama are keen to see the villain go, as he has become one of the show's most hated characters. Pikes Tube wrote, "Oh my god, Al, you're so bad. Pure cringe. #Emmerdale." Swalk added, "Okay, what the FS happening? I'm starting to really like Al. Or is he up to something?" Chris posted, #Emmerdale you're a nothing and a no one going nowhere fast. Now, what really sensible and realistic story do they have planned for Al to seek revenge on? Is Al's exit in the pipeline?